Afternoon, everybody. Thank you very much for joining us today for this webinar. In this webinar, we are going to see how we can manage cloud security with PowerBoard. PowerBoard is a cloud management platform. Let me quickly go through the agenda. It's a short webinar. We will have 30 minutes. In that 30 minutes, 20 minutes we will be showing you a lot of things, and then 10 minutes we will keep it for open forum. Any questions that you have. So bear with us for first 20 minutes. First 20 minutes we are going to cover this particular agenda, and then after that we are going to show you the open forum, so you can ask all the questions. So we'll start with introductions. I will introduce our company. I will introduce myself. And very important thing, the agenda for this particular webinar, the cloud problems that we face. And my assumption is that all of us are working on cloud, and there are certain problems that we all can relate to. So we will talk about those problems that we faced internally at Loves Cloud. And then, of course, we are going to talk about how we solve those problems, and then how you all can solve those problems as well using a product. Okay. Then we will talk about, obviously, what are the features, how you can do a lot of things, and then, of course, the next step. So how you can sign up for the free trial, what happens in a free trial, how you can get onboarded, so on and so forth. So quick information about us. We are Loves Cloud, headquartered in Noida. We have two offices apart from Noida, one in Mumbai, and we have a sales office in Budapest, Hungary. Uh, we are a company that was founded in 2017. We primarily work in four areas. So it is cloud, it is DevOps, so containers, when we talk about Docker and Kubernetes, and then we talk a lot about serverless. So serverless is where we have developed our product. It is written using serverless architecture. For all these four areas, line of business, we provide product, we provide solutions, and we provide consulting services. Okay. We have our customers across globe. We talk about Europe, we talk about India, we talk about Africa, we talk about America. We have customers across globe. You can obviously connect with us on all these social media platforms. We are quite active over there. I will give you a walkthrough of our social media platform as well towards the end. About myself, I am founder of Loves Cloud. My name is Albert Anthony. I am a solution architect and author, for PowerBoard as well. I am a cloud and DevOps evangelist. I firmly believe that cloud and DevOps are tools that can help us reduce time and money that we are spending on our applications. And using cloud, using DevOps, or using a product, we can foster innovation, we can foster productivity for our teams. Okay. These are a couple of books that I have written on cloud security for AWS. And these are obviously my handles on social media. You are more than welcome to get in touch with me. All right, so now that we have gone through introductions, let me quickly browse you through some of the problems that we have faced on cloud platforms. And these are all the problems that Loves Cloud, being working on cloud. We are a company that is born on cloud, and we still face those problems. And some of these problems were visibility of cost. Where are we spending money? Okay. Second, that everybody wants, cost optimization. Can I reduce my bill? Okay. How much money that I have spent, can I reduce the bill? Okay. Let's see. Looks like I missed. Okay. So let's see. It seems that the screen got small. Let's see. Yeah. So I think we should be good now. Is it better now?
Yes, it is.
Okay, thank you. Thank you. Let's see. Let me just quickly Yeah. Okay. So cost optimization, how we can reduce the money that we are spending. Okay. Uh, and then a very, very important thing, the cloud security. How can I know, what security issues I am facing? How many security issues are there, and what are the severity? So, do I have something uh, that I get to see in one dashboard that tells me, hey, you know what, you have got 100 issues, but you really do not need to worry a lot about 60 of them. They are like low priority. But then 40 out of those 40, 25 are something that are, medium severity. But the rest of the 15, you really, really need to fix that. Okay. Uh, so then we talk about governance, all right? And then we talk about too many services. How do I keep up with so many services? How do I know what is the most important pricing option, or what are the security implications for those services? How do I keep up with that? And then two very, very important things that we faced. Now, I told you that we work on cloud. So we actively work on Azure, we work on AWS, and then we work on Google Cloud. And it is very, very difficult. It is very, very difficult that I can keep up with all these platforms. On finding the cost, finding the security issue. And then, of course, there is a shortage of cloud professionals to manage, my cost, my security, my governance. All right. So what do we do for that? So let me quickly show you this thing. Now, this is my AWS management console, right? And this is where I come to see, my cost and my security, as well as my governance. Now, assuming that I am like an executive and management person, right? I wouldn't know my way around to see, hey, where do I go to see how much money I am spending? And obviously, somebody will tell me, Albert, you need to go to your billing dashboard to see that how much money you are spending. All right, that is fair. Now, this is what I actually see, that this is the money that I am spending for month to date and the forecast. But, apart from that, if I click on my bill details, there isn't much that I see. I mean, this is all the information that I see. And for most of the executive and management, this is not something that gives them a very clear picture. And then that is only for cost. Now let's talk about security. How does a manager even know, or how does an executive even know where to go for security? Think about that. And that is where, when we show them a cloud management platform that tells them that, hey, you know what? These are your AWS security and governance check. And, you have a total of 1,613 checks. And out of that, 213 are high risk, 439 are medium risk, and the 961, well, you don't need to worry about that. Moreover, you could see that these are the services with the bifurcation or categorization of those threats. Now, this is where I get a very, very clear picture. Now, it really doesn't matter if I am a technical person or a non-technical person. Let's say I'm a manager, a DevOps manager, SRE manager, or even a product manager. All I would do is I will take a snapshot of this and send it to my security people, or the people who are responsible for these services or for this cloud account, and say, hey, can you look at these things? Do you think that you can fix this thing, right? And see, this is the difference a platform would make when they are working with a cloud management platform like PowerBook. Okay, so if I click on this thing, I get to another page that is obviously, we call it AWS checks because it will do a lot of checks for security services, for other infrastructure services, and also for governance, right? And then what I see is I see all the detail for all the services. So I could see that for EC2, I have 66 that are in red zone. Now, most of the time, EC2 would be handled by like system administrator team. There would be a different team who would be handling that. And VPC would be handled by a different team. Most of the time, it would be like a network team, a network security team, right? And this is where we can take a snapshot of all these details. I'm going to show you details right now. And we can hand these over to all my respective teams, right? It makes the life of an executive or a product manager or a project manager very, very easy. Now, that obviously is an example of an enterprise. Now, for most of the startup, there would be just one or two people who would be in charge of cloud. And they obviously do not have this luxury where they would have one team for infra, one team for network, and so on and so forth. So what they would do, they would click on this and they would say, show me everything that you have got for EC2. All right. And you can see here that I could see that there are default VPCUs, which is obviously a huge risk, or instance volume snapshots, right? Security groups wide port range. So security groups, if you are a technical person, you would understand that they have kept their security groups open for a variety of ports. It's pretty wide open, which obviously should not happen. And now the best part, if I click on this high risk, so this is like the fourth level, right? So at a very high level, we got the snapshot, then we got to securities, for all the services. Then we click on one service where we got all the issues listed for that service. And then we click on, all the issues, and then we got all the details of that particular issue, right? For example, security groups. So this is where you can see the drill down level where we talk about the security group, and then we talk about, that what are the things that we need to do in order to fix it, right? So this is the way you could go into every single one of them and then fix that issue. Yeah, every single one of them. Apart from that, I want to show you one other thing. And again, this has to do with security. At any given point of time, if you see here that you have more users than security, than IAM roles, you can find out that there is a problem. Here, obviously, it's the other way around. So you could see that there is nothing wrong in that. You also get information related to unattached resources, and you could see that there are some problems. There are some like 6 unattached resources, or maybe 37 EBS volumes that are unattached, and obviously they are lying orphan, or they are generating some extra expense, right? Now you see here, this is a root account detail. Now, if you are aware of AWS best practices, you would know that you should not be doing a lot of work with AWS root account. And you could see that, there is nothing that's been done in AWS root account. Then obviously there is information related to open EC2 security groups. You can see that there are some security groups that are open to the world. And then if you want to know what exactly is going in my AWS account, you can see the recent activities in that AWS account as well. All right. So those are the things, at a very high level that we do for AWS security. All right. Last time we did a demonstration, I walked you through the cost, and then I can give you a quick overview of cost as well. I did mention that, how much information you can get from this particular dashboard, that is your billing dashboard, right? And then you can see certain things here, but as an executive, you would love to see that, hey, where am I spending money? How much money I am spending? What is my daily cost comparison for last 7 days? And you could see here, this is pretty straightforward, right? And you could see here that there is no anomaly here. We are more or less spending $76 or somewhere around, plus minus 5%, 10% here and there. which obviously should not raise eyebrows, as far as uh, you know an anomaly is concerned for an executive, right? Uh, at a very high level, you also see that, hey, how many alarms I have in my alarm stage, and you could see here that there is only one alarm, right? Which obviously is not something that is nerve-wracking for an executive. You could see here that yes, there are some open EC2 security group found, and this guy could just say, hey, can you look at that? Why we are getting this red thing, right? It makes the job of an executive or a team manager or even the administrator very, very easy when they are working with a data like this. Yeah, you have all the information on your fingertips, and you don't have to click on AWS console to find out where are my servers, how much money am I spending, what are my instance type. Nothing like that. When you do a cost comparison, you see this is pretty straightforward. You could see that there are no red signals, even though that they are spending a lot of money, but it's pretty much similar to what they have been doing for last few months. And then all of this is available to you in the cost page as well, where we have more information. Yeah. So information related to credit, information related to average monthly cost, information related to this month and last month, everything is available over here, you see, including estimated cost savings as well. This is where you see trend of total cost per month for the last 12 months. You could see that there was nothing going on in June last year, but then as and when things move forward, and obviously you could see the effect of lockdown. I'm sure there are a few people who joined us from other part of the world. Most of us are going through lock or unlock, and you could see that there wasn't much spend over there, right? And this is where you see the daily cost average, which is similar to this guy. Yeah, yeah. All the information is available at your fingertips, just like that, including your recommendation detail as well. Now, most people would not actually know that what are my recommendation details. Now, this is where, or RI recommendation detail. This is where you are going to save money if you are running some servers for a very long time. You could see here that this guy is running for 150 days. This guy is running for 98 days, more than 3 months, almost. This guy is running for 5 months, and it's if you need that, you should perhaps go and reserve the instance. Yeah. So this is where you save lot of information, a lot of resources when you are working with PowerBoard. You don't have to rely on cloud professionals to just manage the cloud for you, because PowerBoard will do that for you. Yeah, you can obviously find a lot of information about PowerBoard by visiting our website. I'm sure that you have it in your chat window, right? Where you can go and look through all the information that you need, how PowerBoard works, what exactly we need to do. A 30-minute of a time is too little to put all the features of PowerBoard in this presentation. Yeah. So let me just quickly present that. Okay, so this is what we did. Another 3-4 minutes I'll take, and then we can start our Q&A. These are some of the features. I will quickly browse you through a few of them. Very, very important. First thing, we need only read-only access of your account. Okay, only read access. We don't need write access. We only need read access. Do we give you bird's eye view of your cloud account? Alerts and recommendation, notifications, search and reporting, that is all available. Multi-user management, yes, you get multi-user management. You can add another people also to watch this information. All right, you have one big dashboard. You can get all the information over there. How does it help your organization? It saves you money on cloud and cloud security, so you don't have to spend time and resources to manage cloud and cloud security. All right. You grow your business through technology. So all the cloud professionals that you have, they can focus on innovation, they can focus on productivity, and that will help your business grow. Yeah. Two very important thing. One is cost, and the second one is cloud security. There are more than 4,000 checks, for security and governance. The account that we use, it uses fewer services, so we got like 1,600 checks. And Rashmi, can you please mute this person? Thank you. So it continuously runs these checks for your cloud account. So like you don't have to worry about, hey, did I do my cloud security check today? No, you don't have to worry about that, because PowerBoard is going to run that for you. Now, apart from running checks, it is going to categorize them like I showed you. It is also going to give you remediation steps to fix those threats. All right. And then obviously there is a monthly account review with our SME, Loves Cloud Consultant. And this SME is going to take that same report and then work with you how you can improve security and governance. Okay. Same thing goes with cost management. So you start on day one, and then from day one, you start getting recommendation, you start getting insight. You get a complete visibility of cloud spend and cost allocation. And then, of course, there is a review with our cloud consultant that will help you to save cost. All right. There is a 14 days free trial that we give you when you sign up for us. You will onboard in 15 minutes using our cloud consultant, and then you start using PowerBoard and you master cloud from day one. So you don't have to worry about, hey, how long it will take before I see the data, how long before I get the recommendation. What exactly is included in free trial? So first thing that is not mentioned here, you can get up to 5 users. So bring 5 users for 14 days. You don't need any credit card. You don't need any commitment. All the feature, every single feature is included in your free trial. All the recommendation to save money and improve security. And one very important thing is that within these 14 days, you are going to get one account review with our cloud consultant. So this cloud consultant is going to look at your data, schedule a call with you, and then walk you through all the good things that you can do in your cloud to improve security, reduce cost, improve governance. And obviously you get dashboards, insight, trends, data export. If you want to present it to your senior people, you can do all of that as well. And this is all included in 14 days free trial. Okay. So those are all the items that I have, on my list. I want to quickly walk you through, this is our Twitter handle. This is our, LinkedIn handle. This is obviously our website. You are more than welcome to reach out to us anytime you want. Starting up is very simple. You just fill up this form and then we will get in touch with you. Within 15 minutes, we'll get in touch with you and we'll get you onboarded. 2 more announcements I have before I take on questions. First thing, we are very happy to announce that we are going to launch PowerBoard for Azure on first week of July. So 1st July, we are going to launch PowerBoard for Azure. And the second thing, 2 weeks from now, we are going to have another session, interactive session, where we are going to demonstrate PowerBoard for Azure. Okay. So those are all the things that I have. You can put your questions on the chat window and I can answer them. And again, thank you very much for joining. It really is a good thing to share all this, information with you. One thing that I did mention, that we are like cloud specialists. We work on cloud. We made this cloud management platform to solve the problems that we were facing. We work with a lot of, enterprise customer, a lot of startups, and we face some problems for cloud. And that is why we built PowerBoard. It is completely built on cloud, completely, serverless. Right now, it is available as SaaS. In July, we are going to have PaaS as well. So platform as a service. So if you want to run, PowerBoard in your own environment, in your own cloud, you can do that. Okay. So keep watching our social media handle. This is where we make a lot of announcements. Yeah. So thank you very much. Please put your questions on the chat window, and I can answer them. And then, of course, you will be getting this slide. This slide you are going to get in your in your email for this webinar that you have registered. So rest assured that we will be giving this slide to you. If you have any questions, please put it on the chat window. Yes, so alerts and configure, yes, we can configure them on PowerBoard. So next demonstration, we are going to show that. It is still in beta. But then what will happen is that here you are going to get an alerts window. And then that is where, any alert that you get, you can configure it to be shared on your email. You can see this on PowerBoard as well. And then you can put it on the Slack as well. So next demonstration, we are going to show you that. Cloud migration assessment, no, not really. As a matter of fact, cloud migration assessment, AWS has a very, very good tool for that. Even Azure has a very, very good tool for that. But yes, so yeah, Vishal, to answer your question, essentially, this is where we see all the information related to our cloud account, including cost as well. So obviously we see cost for month till date. We also see cost for this month. We see geographically where we are spending money. And the reason this is very important is, let's say if I am an organization in India and I want, please mute yourself. Thank you. Okay. And the reason this thing is so important, can you please mute, Arpan, can you please mute yourself? I think, yeah, thank you. The reason this is so important is that I want to know how much, where am I, using my resources. So let's say I am a company operating in India and I have all my resources in Mumbai or in Chennai in case of Azure, and I see here that hey, somebody is actually launching something in other part of the world, in Singapore. Then I can ask them, hey, why are you actually putting some resources over there? So this could be a compliance issue, this could be a security issue, this could be a governance issue, and then this is where you can get all that information. Yeah. Then if I click on that details screen, this is where we have our cost module. It's a huge module, right? We give you all the information related to cost, which includes obviously cost savings that we have, and then apart from cost savings, we also give cost saving for the underutilized or unutilized resources. So you could see here that there are some resources which are not utilized, and they are obviously charged on a monthly basis. We also have top 5 services for the month of June, and this is where you could see that hey, if you have any what do you call surprise elements, right? Apart from that, you have trend of total cost, and you could very well see that how much money you are spending month on month. Then you also have services with the highest cost. This is very, very important. You could see the trend, how much money you are spending every month, and this is where actually it makes a lot of difference for the organization, because it gives you information related to cost and security in a very, very easy to understand way. Now, I was giving this example that if you see here, you can see that the daily spend is more or less same, and there is no anomaly in that. And that actually gives you a lot of benefit, that hey, do I need to spend a lot of money to manage cost? Do I need to spend a lot of money to see how can I save cost? Because to be, I mean, let's put it frankly, if you're spending thousands and thousands of dollars on servers that are not running or not optimized, or they are running with low utilization, that's all the money that we could actually save. It's a waste. Yeah. And they say that one third of cost actually goes, one third of cloud actually goes on a waste. So ensure that you are not spending a lot of money to save money. You are not spending a lot of time, a lot of resources to secure cloud as well. That is what we do. Hope that answers your question, Vishal. Yeah, Akbar, maybe you can connect with Rajesh. He's looking discussions on sales, BD, and marketing. Perhaps you can connect with him. Okay, yeah, Rashmi has already replied. Sorry. All right. So those are all the questions that we have. If you have any other questions, I am here for another 10-15 minutes. You are more than welcome to connect with us. Uh, you can connect with us on social media platform as well. If you have any questions, you can reach out to us, on powerboard@loves.cloud. And then, of course, you have all this information right here. Yeah. Thank you very much. I sincerely appreciate that. Bye bye. Have a nice day. Yes, so we can do for multi clouds. We can also do for single vendor. Please join our session exactly 2 weeks from now. That is where we are going to demonstrate Azure, and then Azure for PowerBoard, and then we will show you one account where we have Azure also and AWS also, and PowerBoard will be talking to both of them using one dashboard. Yeah. So please do join us 2 weeks from now. It will be very helpful for you, Vishal. Thank you very much. Thank you, Chanchal. Yeah, thank you very much.